We are 48 hours away from Jerome Powell deciding a direction for this crypto market. Most of the industry are expecting and have priced in already a 25 basis point rate hike. In this video, we're going to break down exactly what are the most likely scenarios and what impact this could have on crypto markets. We can already see that Bitcoin is falling today, pulling back down 2.8%. Many major altcoins, including Phantom, down 6.7% on Phantom. You got Solana down 7%. You got Ethereum down 4%. We are seeing a wider pullback here in the crypto markets after Bitcoin struggled to break through that all-important 24,000 level here on the hourly chart. What does this mean? What can we expect to happen over the next 24 hours? Are we going to get rug pulled? Let's break that down. Smash up likes. Don't forget to subscribe. As always, if you're looking for a TA course, mine is completely free. Ijaz.uk/TA. Definitely check that out. Link is in the description. Let's start off with the Fed rate monitor tool. And currently, the picture it's showing now, I'm pretty happy with. I'm going to share some worries I've got, but this is a far better position that we're in now than we were last week. If we logged into this last week, which we did, I would continue to say to you guys that I was really worried because you had about 45% of the market at one point pricing in a pause. And for the life of me, I couldn't make the argument just yet for a pause. As in, I think there should be a pause. I've been thinking that for a while, right? I'm scared that we're going to head into a recession. But I can't make the argument for Jerome Powell, because remember, we have to think like him. And I always thought he's going to at least do 25 base points and maybe even surprise with 50 base points. But half the market had priced in that pause. Now I'm happy to see that has been unwound. Now the vast majority of the market is expecting 25 base points. I'm far more comfortable with that. So in order for us to get a rug pull on Wednesday, in order for markets to really fall to the downside and be upset, Jerome Powell would have to come in with 50 basis points. And I feel quite confident saying that I think he will come in at 25 basis points. And my personal view is, not only will he come in with 25 basis points, but he'll counteract that, because Jerome Powell always counteracts, right? So he'll come in with a 25 basis points. It's still a rate hike. It's not a cut in rates, right? It's just a slower increase in interest rates. That will bring the Fed funds rate to 4.5 to 4.75, which is the lower bound of where they said we'd be. They said we'd be between 4.75 and 5.25. But I think he's going to balance that out with a bunch of hawkish comments. Do not be surprised to see him guns blazing in the press conference on Wednesday. Because remember, you initially get the rate decision. Is it 25 base points? Is it 50 base points? Is it 0 basis points? And then you have the press conference. So that's what we're looking out for. And let's take a quick look here at historically, what have we seen? The curse of Jerome, right? And we can go back and we can see what has the results been of all of his meetings pretty much from the second half of last year. So in July, that was our positive one. We went up 10% on the S&P. Remember, S&P and crypto have been very correlated right now. We went through that on a previous video. August symposium, we fell 5% after that. After the next one, we fell 9%. In November, we fell another 3%. In December, we fell another 6.3% on the S&P. So the argument now is going to be, can we see one of these July meetings where we actually see a nice big move? Remember, all of these meetings here, these red ones that everybody's focused on right now, they were in a very different landscape. Inflation was out of control. Jerome Powell was doing 75 basis points after 75 basis points. He was being very hawkish. And for that reason, you expect markets to be upset. But now, what reason does he have to be too strong? Right? We've seen CPI showing an improving trend. We've seen the PCE showing an improving trend. We saw the non-farm payroll element of the wages. And that's where I think he will come out guns blazing. I think he'll do 25 base points, and I think he's going to keep his neck firmly on the market. Now, we need to understand, why is that important? Jerome Powell cannot afford to simply let this market get out of hand again. The moment he starts to talk about us having inflation under control, what do you think markets are going to do? They're going to get buoyant, they're going to start running. Look at the January we've just had. If you've made it this far into the video and you someday want to be able to read the markets, do technical analysis, trade as we are doing on this channel, then perhaps you may want to check out my free technical analysis from scratch course over on SKILLSHARE. For those who aren't familiar, SKILLSHARE is an online education platform. You sign up for a nominal amount each month and you get access to a wide variety of different courses. I personally use it to learn all sorts of things, from video editing to financial to using Excel and various other bits and pieces that you may want to learn. It's far better than YouTube on those elements, because on YouTube, everything is about retention, whereas with a course, you can put things in a structured curriculum, and that is exactly what I've done with my TA course. It's completely free for the first 30 days. If you click the link in the description, ijaz.uk/TA, to take advantage of the TA course. Let me know what you think about it, and let's get back into this video. This is how insane this year has been so far on traditional markets. You know what's happening in crypto, but traditional markets, S&P up 6% on the month. Up 6% on the month. Nasdaq up 11% on the month. And the Dow Jones, which is supposed to be your blue chips, up 2.5% a month, 6-day winning streak. Okay, so the traditional market's already on fire. You can imagine if Jerome Powell comes out saying, oh yeah, you know, with waving a trophy up in the air, markets will bring inflation back. And then you're stuck in a deeper issue. So for me, I'm happy with Jerome Powell taking his time and not messing this piece up. If he wants to do 25 base points now, do another 25 base points and then pause at the meeting after that, absolutely fine. What we cannot afford is to have entrenched inflation or a double bounce where inflation comes back up because the markets loosen too prematurely. And Jerome Powell's been saying this for months. Why do we not listen to it? Right? I know a lot of people mistrust him, but he's actually speaking a lot of sense. He says that he does not want, like has historically happened in the past, financial markets to prematurely loosen. So for that reason, I do think he's going to come up. I think we'll get the 25 base points, which is a victory. And I think we will then get a strict Jerome Powell. And then the question is, what does that then mean for the markets? Will we get rug pulled here? Well, there's a few things we need to analyze. And the first of which is, what have markets priced in? We've just covered off that markets have priced in 25 basis points. So if we get 25 basis points, there's not going to be a huge celebration. It's already priced in. This is the bit people don't seem to understand when they're trading these types of events. It's already priced in. Markets will go crazy on news which has not been priced in. Like if you get a pause tomorrow on Wednesday, markets are going to go insane because they're not priced it in. They previously had it priced in, they've unwound it now. If you get 50 basis points, markets are going to be really upset. That is where you see those crazy 5-6% down days. So if we just come in bang on expectations with 25 basis points, I don't see the market having a crazy day. We could be sideways, little bit green, little bit down. I don't expect much going on. And therefore, we're going to have to pay respect to the wider trend that we're in once we're past FOMC, which is where we're at now. And you can see where we're at. I've been harping on about this probably too much. And you can see we're running into our weekly EMA ribbon. There is no surprise that we've just opened up this new weekly candle, red candlesticking. Because the bears know this is the final stand. If we do not wake up right now, if we let Bitcoin get 24,000 and head towards 25, 26,000, we're done. They'll reclaim the EMA ribbon and we will lose this bear trend which we've been working so hard on. So the bears know they can deny as much as they want. They can act like they're super confident that they're going to go create a new low. But they are worried right now. They are worried because Bitcoin has come up quickly, aggressively, and they know they need to defend this area. Okay, so if you're trading it, do not be surprised to see Bitcoin struggle. I saw a lot of people yesterday really worried and like, oh, we're going to head straight back to the downside. This is a tiny pullback in the great scheme of what Bitcoin has managed to do. Let's put this into the daily chart here. And again, I'm purposely not putting any drawings on because it will confuse everybody. Like, look where we're at. This is a nice run up, okay? And you can see where we're at. We're facing this resistance from this level. Now, what is this level, you guys ask? Well, when we initially fell from Terra Luna, we hit 17,600, and then we managed to run up to this level, right, at 25,000. And for that reason, this level here is significant. I guarantee if we bring out the VPVR, you will see there's a cluster volume here. Okay, it's no surprise. It's not as bad as the volume we've just been through, but there is resistance here. So Bitcoin's got to take its time, consolidate through this level, and then work its way up. Like I said, the biggest concern for me right now is Bitcoin's actually not had any major pullbacks. If you look at this on the daily chart, and let's pop it into the 4-hourly as well, look at this rise up. What have we had? Big rise up, consolidation, big rise up, consolidation. There's been periods of consolidation, but Bitcoin just wants to carry on its move, right? It's doing like a staircase effect. Much healthier is to see pullbacks. Move up, come back into your EMA ribbon, move up, come back into your EMA ribbon. We're not seeing that. We've just had a crazy extended move. On the 4-hourly, you're seeing it, but on the daily, look at that. Where have you come into your EMA ribbon? It's not even coming at all. Like a normal, I would be perfectly happy with this going there, coming back into here, going back up, coming back into the EMA ribbon. Even now, if it wanted to pull back down, I don't have an issue, even down to 21, even into here, 20 and a half. It's fine. You're just coming into your EMA ribbon. You still own the daily trend, right? So a lot of people are panicking. They're seeing this difficulty here in this small candle here, and they're getting a little bit worried. Let's go put that into context, what we're facing right there. What everyone's talking about right now is this. We were in this wedge. It's a bullish continuation pattern, just like we had this one originally, and we continued our move. We've been in this one for a longer period of time. We broke to the upside, and we've just been thrown straight back down to the downside. Now, it's no coincidence that we're facing resistance here, right? We wicked clearly from here and got broken straight back inside. Similarly here, we're getting thrown back straight to the downside. But you have to pay attention to what's happening on the small time frame as well. Even on this time frame, what do we have? That's a high. That high is higher, and that high is higher. So you are still creating your higher highs, which is actually impressive on the Bitcoin chart. So even though you're feeling this bit here, this could technically still go in a mount and attack at 24. But even if it doesn't, that's what I'm trying to explain here. Even if it doesn't, even if on the 4 hourly, we want to come down here to 22,000, and then even down here towards this kind of range at 21,000, back into this resistance area, it's perfectly fine. It's just a small pullback. I'm okay with it. What I'm more worried about, and what I want to make sure everybody is aware of, is where are the bigger risks? And the bigger risks are sitting here on our weekly EMA ribbon, running into that weekly. That's what we need to be focused on. That is where the bears can mess us up. But we need to understand, what do the bears not have on their side this time? All this time, what did the bears have on their side? Jerome Powell was not our friend. And so the question will arise, when will Jerome Powell become our friend? For us to have good crypto rallies, you want the Fed and the FOMC on your side. When Bitcoin went crazy after the pandemic, it's because Jerome Powell was on our side. He was printing money. He was certainly not hoovering up money. At least be neutral, right? That's what we need here in the market. We have a healthy economy, but we've got Jerome Powell currently tightening. He's got his foot on the market. He's still, whether we like it or not, increasing interest rates. So at the moment when he pauses and then eventually gives us a plan of how he's going to cut, markets are going to finally have Jerome Powell back on his side, and that's going to be hard for the crypto bears to navigate. It's worth taking a look at the Fear and Greed Index, and again, as yesterday, as we were running up towards that level, markets were feeling a little bit greedy, right? You're starting to see that froth come back into the market, and that is the level of greed. Whenever I see this get to this greed territory, I want to constantly play devil's advocate in my mind. Yes, I can still be bullish. I want to be in the market, but I want to keep reminding myself, what is the bear scenario? Have we missed anything? And vice versa. When the markets were super fearful the whole of 2022, I was reminding myself of reasons why I want to be bullish, why I want to continue to accumulate, why I still believe in crypto, why I still love the projects that I'm in, why do I have conviction? I always do the opposite, right? I never want to be caught in my feelings, in my emotions, saying, nope, this is definitely going down. Oh, this is definitely going up. Nope, always have to check yourself. Check yourself, look at the data, be data-led, and don't let your emotions get carried away. And I know that's easy said than done, right? It happens to all of us, but keep reminding yourself. Right now, there's a little bit of greed in the market. When there's greed, don't be surprised to see a pullback, right? Like we just went through. What is a major pullback? Well, on the weekly, maybe the bears can give us some grief here around the weekly May ribbon. On the daily, what if we need to come down and test our daily May ribbon? How, if you guys are panicking over this little candle here, what's going to happen when the price comes back to 21,000 for a retest of the EMA ribbon? Because I personally wouldn't have an issue. On a pullback, I'm DCAing some more. I'd love to be picking up some more here once it comes back into its EMA ribbon, right? And that's the mindset you've got to have. A few other important things here to look out for this week. That is on Thursday, which is the day after the FOMC. You've got some other catalysts as well. It just happens that you've got Apple, Google, and Amazon all giving earnings on Thursday. So again, the day after the FOMC. So this is a huge week. Lots going on. You've got the monthly candle close. You've obviously got the FOMC. You've got job figures as well coming out. Make sure you look out for those. And also some major earnings from some of the big caps in the NASDAQ. So where do you guys think this is going to go? What do you think Jerome Powell's going to do? Comment below whether you think it's going to be a pause, whether you think it's going to be 25 basis points or 50 basis points, and whether you think Jerome Powell will be hawkish or dovish in the press conference. If you like this type of update, smash up likes. Don't forget to subscribe. As always, check out the links in the description. Go watch this video here, guys, because these are the 5 habits I find that are keeping people broke in crypto, and I'll see you in the next one.